Hey everybody, today is January 1st, and even though we live in Florida and it is currently 62 degrees out at 9 in the morning, there is going to be some cold weather coming soon. So I wanted to show you guys some pools and show you what to do if there is a possible freeze coming. So let's go check out some pools. Alright, so if we do have a freeze coming, there's really only one thing you need to do, and that is to start your pump and make sure the water is flowing, and that way nothing will freeze. It's very rare that stuff will get cold enough here in Florida, but once in a while it does, so just make sure your pump is on and then you should be okay. So check this pump out. If you've had your pump replaced in the past few years, you probably have a variable speed pump, which will look something like this. It's usually just a regular pool pump, but it has a control panel on the back, and this is where you're actually going to control the pump from, instead of the switch or time clock on the older pumps. But I will show you those in a minute. So on this particular pump, it does not have freeze protection on it like some of them do. So for this one, basically if a freeze is coming, all you're going to want to do is pick a speed on the back of the pump. This is what RPMs the pump is going to spin at. You don't need anything crazy, just a low amount, and then start your pump and make sure the pump is running. And then as long as the water is moving, nothing will freeze. And then I will show you some other pumps here in a second too. Also, real quick, if you have a heater, then you might want to make sure the water is flowing through the heater, because if you have it blocked off and there's water inside the heater, when it freezes it could crack the pipes inside of there. So when you turn your pump on, make sure your heater also has water going through it, and that way nothing inside of there will freeze. And you can do that by controlling these valves here. Alright, let's go check out a different kind of pump. So this is a newer pump that looks almost like a variable speed pump, but if you look on the back you will notice that there is no buttons to control anything. So for this you have to control it by the time clock. And to do this you just simply turn it on like so. Now if it was nighttime when you turned it on, then just let it be on its regular schedule and it will go back to normal the next day. You don't got to turn it off. Just let it go and everything will go back to normal. So if you have not had your pump replaced in the past few years, then your pump might look something like this. And this one's raised up off the ground quite a bit because we're next to the beach and we're kind of in a flood zone. But this pump, once again, is turned off and on by the time clock, and to turn it on, simply switch. Alright, so the last pump we're going to check out today is going to be this Pentair IntelliFlow, and it's also a variable speed pump. And it has a panel that looks a little different from the other one. And the good thing about this pump is that it does have freeze protection on it, so when it gets cold it will come on by itself and get the water moving. A way you can check it out is by going to the menu, and then if you scroll down to where it says therm mode, it says that it's enabled, so that means it will come on when it gets cold. And you can set your speed, and right now it is set to come on when the water temperature gets to 40 degrees. So it should be plenty to keep the water moving. And just make sure it's set on. If it's not, once again, just push a number, hit start, and the pump will come on. Also, if you have a solar system, like one of these on the roof up here, I don't know if you can see it. So if you have solar pipes on your roof, you're going to want to make sure you turn off the solar. Let it drain out. Most of them are going to have some drain pipes like this, where the water will drain out. drain valve. Just make sure everything's empty. And you should be good to go. Alright, thanks for joining us today. I hope you learned how to turn your pool on when it gets cold, when the freeze is coming. And stay tuned, I'm going to have some more videos for you guys to learn about how to do things on your pool that you probably should know. And I'm sorry that these videos are not that good right now. I know that I'm very awkward on camera, and hopefully I'll get better at it, but it's going to take some practice. Hopefully you guys can hang with me. And I know that I don't have any charisma, I'm not a good storyteller, I'm not good at editing videos, I'm not a videographer or anything like that. I'm just a regular pool guy, but I have a lot of knowledge to give you, so hopefully you'll come back and learn something next time. See you guys. Thanks.